to Maddie and Me. I'm Mandy, and this is Maddie. Woo! You're back. This is all about goodbye breastfeeding. That's right, guys. We did it. We weaned Maddie. That's it. We're done. Done with the breastfeeding. If you've been following along on our breastfeeding journey, you know that we got Maddie down to one feeding. It was the morning feeding. I'll lay it down for you. Maddie waking up anywhere between 4:30 and 6 to breastfeed. I took my time to kind of realize like what she's doing. Like, does she need this? It was really like this comfort thing for her. Most of the time then she'd come back in and she'd fall asleep. But then I found her sometimes like sleeping till like 7:30 or 8 together. And like, I'm like, I wanted to be done with this breastfeeding. I was like, she doesn't really need that last feeding anymore. She just wanted it. We're lying in bed together. My husband's next to us and I look and I go, executive decision. Tomorrow, that's it. We're not doing this anymore. We're not doing this. She really just used it as a comfort. Girl's still heavily teething. She has 6 teeth. I think there's some more coming in, but she has 6 teeth now. Her gums are definitely swollen still, and she's definitely uncomfortable. So I think that I was still like her teether. So we decided that was it. Next morning, we didn't do it. She was okay. First, I brought her into bed, and she was like fine. She actually snuggled back up and went to bed back to bed with us. That's actually the only morning that she snuggled back in. Tear. I do miss that, guys. I do miss that. But girl's been waking up and just wanting to eat. Just wanting to eat, drink a little milk. She's not like a big, FYI guys, she's not like a big milk drinker. So, but she wants to eat something. She's been hungry. So we did it. There is still some residual, things. One, she was very cranky for that week. I kind of think we're kind of over the crankiness. However, though, she's majorly teething now, so it's hard to tell, but she definitely was cranky. There was one morning that I was like, maybe she'll come snuggle with us. I brought her into bed. The PJs I was wearing, I had a nip slip, and she lunged for my nipple and screamed. So then I was like, okay, we got to take her out of bed. She really won't snuggle and go back to sleep with us no matter how early she wakes up now, which is unfortunate because she's waking up anywhere from 5 a.m. to 6:30 at the latest. So, okay, it's early, like before at least she was going back to it with the breastfeeding, but that's not our journey, that's not our path anymore, so we did it. There were some times during the day that she wanted to breastfeed and she tried to pull down my shirt and bite me, so there's that. And then there's still Handsy Maddie grabbing my nips. She grabs my nips, she grabs my husband's nips. All of these things she will grow out of. All these things are fine. We lasted 14 months breastfeeding, and honestly, we just ripped the band-aid off with the last one. I knew that was kind of how we had to do it. I thought kept thinking oh, one of these mornings I'm gonna wake up and she's just not gonna want to do it. No, guys, she would have still been breastfeeding every morning if I would let her. But it's fine. She doesn't need it. She's perfectly fine. She's perfectly happy. She's perfectly healthy. So if you're like me and you're on that one feeding, rip the band-aid off. That is our big suggestion here. That's what we did every time. We kind of just didn't, one day we missed a feeding, so we stopped it. That's how we got down to just one. So you got to do it. You got to just rip that band-aid off. Rip it off. Rip it off. I know some people that are like, oh, your babe, blah, blah, blah. It was like when we stopped feeding her at night and we just were like, nope. And we just didn't. We weren't going to go in. We let her settle. It was fine. It's kind of like the same thing. Now she wants breakfast in the morning, which is fine. She's a babe. She's growing. She's running all around. She goes to the park all the time. She loves to play. She's hungry. Girl is always hungry. But that's fine. It's just going to be her life. I remember being a child and being always hungry too. We did it. We're done. It was a good journey. I'm going to do a video about what I learned from 14 months of breastfeeding. So come back for that and let me know what other things that you want to know about being a mom, about now our journey in this toddlerhood and all of that, since our breastfeeding journey is done. I'm Mandy. Subscribe for more Maddie and me, and comment below. Share with me. Did you rip the band-aid off with the breastfeeding? How did you end it? Yeah, kids. Yeah.